Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm excited to get started again with the Creative Escape. Lots of fun, lots of projects come out of this, and it's so neat to see other people's ideas, and it gives you ideas for future projects and whatnot. So I'm excited to play along with you today. So hopefully you received the kind of information on the card recipe that we need for today. So using your products, you were to hopefully cut up some paper so that you can play along with me. If you're watching the replay on YouTube or just watching later on Facebook, not to worry, because this will all be on my blog later on today, the Artsy Fartsy Gallery and .com, and I'm going to show it here right away. Hello Gina, hello Kathy, good morning, great to see you. So just like these ladies, if you pop on, tell me where you're from, say hello if I've already met you. If I haven't met you, hello once again. I'm Jen, and I do all things Stampin' Up. That's my full-time job here, and I get to play around with paper crafting supplies all day. Yay! Hi Roz, hi Linda, good morning. And so there's lovely ladies that pop on here all the time, and if you're looking for friends and looking for crafting buddies, these are the ladies for you. They're so much fun. Hi Lisa, good morning. So I'm gonna change over the screen here because now you know my name. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Now I see I've already made a mistake. Goodness gracious. So the card base we're needing is, I told you to cut it at 8.5 by 4.5. That should be 5.5. So if you have time to change it, great. If you don't, that's okay. We'll just kind of work with it and kind of make the cards a little bit smaller, if you will. You're also going to need a layer of cardstock cut at 4 by 5.25. Layer 2 is going to be designer series paper. A piece cut at 1 3/4 by 5.25. You're going to need a matte. You can use the same color as the card base, or really you can switch it up whichever you want. And we're going to cut this at 2 5/8 by 2 1/8. Then there's going to be the sentiment layer, light colored cardstock preferred because you are going to be stamping on it. So we're going to do 2.5 by 2. And I should have probably thrown on there, if you want, the card insert. I like to put a card insert in the inside so you can see your writing. So I would have it measuring 4 by 5.25. And of course we're going to match up with our inks and colors and embellishments and whatever we want to throw on there. Hi Colette, hi Gwen, good to see you. Guess you can't see my face. Hi Gwen, nice to see you. Hi Mary Ellen, great, great, great. Okay, so let me just get my little camera set up here. Buttons, buttons, as I said. Mary Ellen shared. Yay, thanks Mary Ellen. Yeah, if you like these videos and like the ideas that you get from them, please consider sharing. That helps my little business here, and you know, hopefully gets into the hands of other people who decide that this is, you know, a great thing to do. All right, so this is where my idea came from today. I made these cards to go out with my catalogs, and I think they are simple and they're so versatile. This layout is versatile. We can change it up to be so many different ideas, which is great. So what I used was the feature of the week, which is the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. So this comes from, hello Vicki, I don't think I've met you before. Great to see you. Hi Gina. Great. So this comes with the coordinating dies, which, as you saw yesterday, lots of alternate projects can be done from that. I also used here the free designer series paper that comes from Celebration. So every time you order $60 worth, you can get to pick something for free. And I thought, well, since I have this Rainbow of Happiness bundle, I want to get the coordinating cute paper that goes with this. So I picked that for free. Something else that I used on this card that maybe you haven't seen a little bit yet, it's the Amazing Thanks dies. I think that's what they're called. Amazing Thanks dies. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. Add that to the card here. So if you don't have those, that's okay. We can always switch things up and make sure that you have a way to make this card yours. All right, so that's where that came from, and I'll just show you the inside here. I kept this one because I have a little lines and dings on it, and a little bloop in the inside. And so I just stamped one little arch, and then you make this world a better place, and a little heart stamp. So yeah, that's where that came from. And then after we're done today, I'll show you a few more alternatives that I made as well. So first off, I'm going to start with oh, I love those dies on my wish list. Yes, they're beautiful. If you popped on and I didn't say hello, hello, great to see you. If I've never met you before, tell me where you're from. Tell me if you're a paper crafter, or do you like to knit, or what's your creative outlet that you like. All right, so here we go. Card base, Bumblebee, 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half like a book. I've also got So Saffron, so we're going yellow today, and this is measuring 4 by 5.25. Then I have my little piece of designer series paper, pattern paper, which is 1 3/4 by 5.25. Now, if you did cut the paper exactly like you were supposed to, yours may be a little bit shorter, so you're just going to have to kind of accommodate, cut all of these things an inch shorter. So your card is going to be a little bit smaller. My bad. Then we're going to have a little piece of a mat. I'm using So Saffron, and this one is measuring 2 by 2 5/8 by 2 1/4. And then I have a little piece of basic white that's going to go over top of that, and that's 2.5 by 2. And then, I think this is going to be cute. I've got Melon Mambo in the Amazing Thanks dies, that you get a little background piece, and then you get a little piece that you can put over top, which I think makes it really pops. If you look at my craft room, you'd think I like to make a mess. Oh, I'm professional at that. Oh man, I think I do more of making messes and cleaning than I do actually stamping and making cards. All right, let's get rolling. Let's do our stamping first. Now, I know this set always, like, it screams making rainbows, right? But I figured, you know what, let's make a sun to shine on our card here instead of a rainbow, just to be a little bit different. So I'm going to start off with my So Saffron. It's a little bit lighter of a yellow, and I'm using the smallest arch in this set. So whatever you want to stamp on your little piece here, you might have a flower stamp, you might have, I don't know, maybe you're thinking Valentine's cards already, maybe you have a heart of some sort, or whatever you have to stamp, you get to stamp on this little piece of paper. So here we go. We're going to start off with the smallest arch in So Saffron. And then I'm going to get this arch, which has the little sunbeams, I'm going to call it. I don't know. And I'm going to use Bumblebee to do that in. It's a little bit darker. Woohoo! Juggle too. How's everyone doing this morning? I'm so excited to craft today. I was up early. I'm like, I'm not going back to bed. I'm not going back to bed. Because normally after my shower, I need to go back to bed and lay down just because that's how my body works. But today I'm like, no, I'm so excited. I get to go crafting with all of you. So isn't that a cute sunshine? I think it's neat. Hi, Lisa Harden. All right. So you know, while I was cutting this up, I thought, I look kind of cute to add a little bit of a sunset effect, maybe with a little melon mambo. Look at me using bright colors. As many of you know that I'm not usually a bright colored person. I like to be a little bit muted. So this has pushed me outside of the box, but it's been easy to be pushed with this set. A little bit there, a little bit pink. I don't know if I should go in with a little bit of yellow. I suppose I could, or maybe some blue. And the blue that kind of goes along with this, I have this bundle on order. Ooh, exciting. It's a good one. I'm really enjoying it. I've made so many neat cards this week. Love it. All right, so we'll just add a hit of Pool Party up top. These are blending brushes, by the way. Love them. They're just so muted. I'm going to say that word again. Muted and calm that it's hard to make too much of a mistake. Daubers, sometimes it was hard to have people be super, super light with them. And so then the results sometimes wouldn't go as planned. But this one's easy. These blending brushes are easy to use. If you just kind of wipe off a little bit at the start on your scrap paper. There you go. There we go. We got a little color in our sunshine. I don't have the rainbows, but I like the layout, using it to make an anniversary card. I love to hear that. Who else is what kind of card are you making? Oh, I'm itchy nose. I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to set this aside. Let's start putting our pieces together. So first off, let's go with this. Our designer series paper and our little card insert. So what we're going to do, whoa, we could go totally sunshiny. But I kind of like the sunshine and the rainbows. It's a little more colorful. So we'll go that route. And so what you're going to do is just glue this towards the left-hand side of that card layer. So I just left, oh goodness, what would that be? 1/8 of an inch along the left-hand side. Oh, using the retired ride with me truck. Ooh, nice. Oh, I'm excited to see all of the cards that you make. That's awesome. Now, before I put this little layer down, I want to use these little hearts. There's wee little heart stamps that come with this set, and they're so cute. So I'm going to actually use my Bumblebee ink, the little bit darker yellow, kind of to do a little bit of a background. See, I'll show you what I did on this one. So I stamped a bunch of the little hearts in Pool Party onto the Pool Party paper, just as a little background to kind of have something on this side, something a little bit extra on this side. So I'm going to do the same thing. I suppose I could stamp little rainbows too. So whatever you want. I'll show you later on how I did actually a word stamp. I stamped kind of over and over, which was kind of cute. So whatever you want to throw in the background here. If you don't want anything, that's okay. This is your card. Nobody's seeing my original. Nobody will know that you didn't do it exactly like I did. And that's the fun of card making. We get to have all different designs and all sorts of fun. Can you give me a thumbs up if you're just watching today? You're just checking it out. You're not crafting along with me yet. Maybe later. Maybe you'll use this idea to make a card later, but you're just hanging out, having fun watching the card making. I think this card could go to anybody. Okay, I'm just going to check and see. Maybe I'll add a few more at the bottom there. I love sending just because cards. They're not expected, like Christmas and birthday. And so to have a little card arrive in your mailbox, unexpected and amongst your bills, especially coming up January. I know those bills are going to be a little higher than we like, but to have a little surprise in your mailbox is always the best. So I love doing that for people. All right, so there's my little hearts. And then I'm going to layer this on here. Let's add some dimensionals to the back of this layer. Am I going too fast, too slow? Just right. All right, and then I'm just going to place this over towards the side, a little more to the right hand side. When I kind of balance this card out a little bit, when I'm still not comatose, I'll craft this afternoon. Good, good. Okay, so now you can, I could have said this, I suppose, earlier. You could stamp your sentiment on this layer. One of the things that you could use if you don't have these dies is there's this saying, "You make me happy." So you could actually stamp it on this piece, or you could maybe stamp it on another little strip of paper and glue it over top, maybe pop it up a little bit. There is this a little something to brighten your day. That's a cute little stamp, and it fits kind of just inside that first arch. You could always throw that in there, maybe with that melon mambo or a different color. Or you could even, if you did make a rainbow, you could do sending a rainbow of happiness, and that could be your little sentiment that on this card piece. Whatever. You could also put your sentiments up top, bottom. You make your card how you like it. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Never any worries. No, there's always the replay. And yes, so if you are sometimes they miss when the lives happen, what you can do is go over to my YouTube channel at the Artsy Fartsy Gallery and hit that subscribe button, and that way every time I post a video you'll be notified, and then you won't miss any great ideas. So it's easier to layer this on if you have used this adhesive sheets. So I actually did that when I was die cutting this out. I used the adhesive sheets on the back of the white, then I die cut it out. And when you're layering this on, I don't know if you saw me do this, but I kind of went one letter at a time, just because you kind of want to place it exactly where you want it. Otherwise it might go a little crooked, so just go slow and one letter at a time and it'll work great. All right, look at that. Amazing. Okay, I think I'm going to put a dimensional behind the A just to make it all nice and level. No droopy letters. And does our G need one? Maybe yeah, let's go with a one on the G there. Okay, and the rest I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue. I didn't bother putting the adhesive sheets on the word matte. I figured, oh, it's big enough to add a little bit of liquid glue. Amazing. Do. There we go. It's all level. Love it. Kind of almost think it needs one of those little hearts here in Melon Mambo. Let's do it. You can also, there's this little thank you. So you can always stick the little thank you on the inside of the arch there. So, okay, Melon Mambo. Thanks, Jackie. Good to see you, by the way. It is cute, hey? And it's so simple. All right, here we go, little hearts. Oh, Yes, I'm glad I did that. So cute. All right, and now if this strip is a little bit too long or it's not quite even with your card, what you can do is flip it over. It's just hanging off the weeny tiniest bit. So I can always give it a little trim on the back here. All right, last step before the bling is to glue that onto the card base. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue because it's super quick. And onto that bumblebee card base. There we go. Let's add, I got out my in color jewels. And so I thought, oh yeah, because these are in colors. This, Melon Mambo isn't, but something very close that they have right now is Magenta Madness and Polished Pink. So if I used the pinks, it would be okay. It would be something very similar. Just saw a card someone made with a rainbow stamps. They made a darling bluebird. Thought it fit in with your cute little critters you made. Wish I could share it here for you. Oh, that sounds neat. I'll have to go looking for that. I also saw somebody made a watermelon. So they, had the rind, and then they had the red. And then did they use this for the seeds? I can't remember. But it was cute. So of course it was this way. And then she actually cut it into, some wedges too, which was really neat. So many great ideas. If you, don't want to do rainbows, think outside the box. Lots of great things. I think I'm going to use this pink. There is also the yellow, but I think we've got so much yellow on this card. Let's do something a little different here. Ooh, I wonder. Let's put a little jewel on the top of the Amazing the Eye. Let's add a little pink on this side. And maybe one down here. And a little bud hair, of course. All right, there's our card. And of course you can go get yourself a piece of white. I like basic white. And add yourself a card insert at 4 by 5 1/4. You could stamp a little something in here. You could, I almost would, let's go with Amazing. You make this world a better place. I like that. Wouldn't you like getting that in the mailbox? I think that would be kind of neat. All right, let me find a free block here. You make the world a better place. And let's do that in Melon Mambo. Me, using Melon Mambo. It's amazing. All right, I like to put my sentiments and things kind of closer to the bottom. That way you can keep writing. You don't have to stop your writing halfway and go across. Yeah, I don't know. It's too confusing for me. All right, let's add this. With our bumblebee. Even here? I think so. Not lining up my grid paper very well. All right, and just to add this a little bit, let's use the next sized arch. I didn't plan to use this one, but let's keep going. Let's just play. So Saffron, I sent the picture of the card to your messenger. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, please do. So when you are done your card, I'd love if you can send me a picture. You can post it on this Facebook post, or you can send it via messenger, or you can send it to me via my email, jenhoustonstamps@gmail.com, whatever you wish. And I'm going to pick a lucky person, and they are going to get this card in the mail. Yay. I want to get, let's add those little hearts on here too. They just add so much. I think it's cute. a little extra. There's a little bit of blue in here, and I had a little bit of blue along the top here. So I'm going to use my blue, dark blue Pool Party Stampin' Blend. Oops. And I'm just going to add a little bit of a little splatter there to add in that blue color. All right, let's glue this into the inside. And we have made a cute, cute, cute card using this set. There we go. Done like dinner. And of course, you can always make a matching envelope. What I might do is add some of this designer series paper onto the flap of the envelope, or along a little strip along the bottom. Or of course, there's all sorts of fun designs and colors. Like maybe this one would look cute along the envelope bottom. This big strip with all these colors, whatever. As you can see, I've used a lot of this paper because I absolutely love it. And there's brights, there's bolds, there's green. Like, don't get stuck on just having, you know, the red, orange, yellow, the typical rainbow. Use different colors. Like, here you go, blues and greens and yellows. What a great idea. Or purples if you're purple fans. Use those. All right, so if you are interested in getting some of these great tools in your hands, like this bundle, make some beautiful cards yourself. If you live in Canada, I would love to help you out with that. If you need a catalog just to kind of peruse and get some ideas from, and you're not working with another demonstrator, I'd love to help you out as well. Otherwise, like I said, if you have created a card along with me today, or if you get done a little bit later on today, post a picture of it by next Wednesday, and we'll do a drawing for somebody to win this happy card that we made today. All right. Aw, thank you. And next Thursday, once again, I will be here live doing another Creative Escape, where we're going to do actually a kind of fun fancy fold. And so we'll be using that. Oh, hey, I forgot to show you all my other cards. Hang on. Whoopsie. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. There we go. Sorry, forgot to show you my other cards that I made. Okay, so here's this one. So in the designer series paper, there are these rainbows. Let me show you. Like, it's a huge rainbow on the paper. Of course, now when I'm looking for it, I'm not going to find it. Oh, I think it's this one. Nope. Here. So there's a whole bunch of rainbows on one piece of paper. So what I did was just cut it out. You can also use the coordinating die that cuts these lines out as well. So if you want them individual, feel free to cut that out. But I just trimmed it and cut around it and put them at the top and the bottom. And then on this piece, I popped it up, and I did that "You Make Me Happy" there. And I don't know, I missed it because I was busy looking at the rainbow side in the catalog. Let me show you. And I totally missed the cloud punch. So there is a cloud punch that punches out the clouds from the designer series paper perfectly. Who knew? Because I was always busy looking at this side. Didn't even pay attention to this. This didn't appeal to me, so I didn't even look at that page. I miss so much all the time, I'm telling you. So this is on order for me because I'm excited to use that. But you can get something to punch that right out, or you can cut it out yourself with scissors, of course. I thought this was a neat, bright card. All right, and a sneak peek of next week's bundle that we're going to be using. I think it's called For the Record. Yes, it is, For the Record. Because and when I saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, this is cute for Valentine cards. It's not all in mushy. It's, you know, you can give this to friends. You can give this to anybody. It also has a happy birthday stamp on it. I thought it was cute. So here's kind of a variation on how I use the template today. But there you go. The little record. And of course I used black cardstock and stamped the image using Versamark and the black embossing powder. It makes this these neat grooves, which is fun. So, and once again, use this same free paper and stamp the "You're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome" in the background. There we go. And then for the record, "You're awesome." And I had a little strip left over hanging off here. So I thought, let's put that inside the card. Sorry about that. I nearly forgot. So that's a sneak peek at what's coming up next week. So next week's live, I'm going to be using that and focusing on that stamp set. It's just a stamp set that we'll be playing around with. So hopefully, thank you for pointing that punch out to us. You never noticed it either. I know, and it fits those clouds perfectly. Because if you look at these clouds, they're the exact same shapes. You would think that a paper full of clouds would be different shapes, but they're not. They're all the same shape, just different designs. Stampin' Up thinks of everything, I'm telling you. Anyways, you get the point. All right, so looking forward to playing along with you next week. Be on the lookout for the Creative Escape, the card recipe, so you can be ready for next week's Fun Fold. And of course, if you are interested in this bundle and this free paper, contact me and I'd love to help you out. All right, thanks everyone for joining me today. I had so much fun crafting with you, and I'm so excited to see your cards. Bye everyone.